different for the duck. It will not see this room like you're seeing this room. It will see different frequencies, molecules are dancing in different ways. You see, reality you're thinking, oh, this is a feather, this is black, that is a flower. A duck is coming, this is part of me, I am that. This is part of me, I am that. This is part of me, I am that. You see. Molecules are dancing a little bit differently. I forget your question, I am just talking.
My question was, I'm doing a training on POA
Poa.
to assist people to come to the other side. But what
Other side of what?
another side from what we call reality, a new life, reincarnation.
There is no reincarnation. You understand?
Yeah.
You are every time, all the time here. I am here in this body, I am here in this body. There is no time. Time itself is part of the illusion. You see?
Mm-hmm.
For the thinking mind, oh, you're creating the reality over here, you're creating reality of time and space. A reincarnation is existing on that level. You understand? From the reality of the self, there is only incarnation. You are coming in. You are here. In this body. Fully present.
You create yourself here.
All the time. Every moment. Like that. You're doing what you're doing is very good.
Mm-hmm.
But I am simply telling you the perception can change.
Yeah.
When you're talking with people who are in a certain perception of life, you can relate to them from your perception, from their perception. It's okay. I am simply telling you this for you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to tell this to anybody else. You're talking with someone in the street, you're saying you do not exist, they will lock you away. Not necessary. You say, I am not existing in this body. They'll lock you away somewhere. You're finished.
So you're part of my illusion.
Everything is part of the illusion. Everything is real. You see, it is only the switch in the mind. You're thinking illusion, you're thinking real. If you think this is illusion, it is illusion. Same thing is illusion, same thing is real. It is only the perception that's changing the reality.
But coming from perception, that is with your senses. But when I feel something with the heart, which is in general not considered to be a sense, is that an illusion as well?
The heart is the opening, the doorway into dimensions of reality. When you're perceiving with the heart, you're perceiving the oneness. You're perceiving who you are. You're outside the illusion. You understand? And when you're talking about the heart, some people are talking about emotions. I am not talking about that. I am talking about the unity consciousness. You are experiencing it. It is a sense. You are correct in it. It is a sense. But it is the opening of the doorway into the other realities. Very simple.
I want to ask you something. is it possible for us to live without the monkey mind all the time? Is this possible? During our daily work, our daily life?
I will ask you a different question. Is it possible for you as the spirit to live in the monkey mind? If it is possible to live in the monkey mind, it is much easier to live without the monkey mind. The problem, the struggle, the effort, the energy that you are using to live in the monkey mind, when you let that go, everything becomes very simple. It is more of a struggle, more of a problem to be constantly in the monkey mind. Monkeys all the time jumping up and down, no rest for the monkey. Gets very tired. Mind is getting very tired. You are getting low energy. The mind is saying, I am weak, I am not good enough, I am a failure, I am hurt, somebody is doing something to me, I am feeling betrayal. All that is monkey mind, you are feeling very, very weak. And when your energy is gone, you are finished. That is why people are getting sick. People are getting burnt out. Yeah, I think there is a word in your language, burnout.
Burnout,
That
yes.
people are experiencing that because all the time you are jumping up and down. You watch one little child, they are jumping up and down and celebrating, they never getting tired. That is not the monkey mind. That is the Atma expressing through the body. You see, the mind of the child is not thinking about something all the time. It is not comparing and judging everything all the time. It is not thinking, oh, I am not good enough, somebody else is better than me, I must beat up somebody and then I will be happy. No. It is the spontaneity of the freedom. You see, the monkey mind is not natural. It is unnatural mind. Most of the time people are thinking this is natural, this is normal. No.
Okay, so it doesn't have to do anything with the instincts. The instincts are not monkey mind. That's like playing child or when you do without thinking.
You look at the duck is coming in. Duck is in the instinct mind. It is simply coming, it is waddling like that. But not in the monkey mind. Even monkey is not in monkey mind. I am saying monkey mind because it is jumping up and down. But when monkey is coming into the room, it is simply in the response to everything in life. It wants a banana, it is taking a banana. It wants to jump on your head, it is jumping on your head. You see, only the human being, human doing is in the monkey mind because human beings are experiencing the separation from themselves. You ask me why that is happening, I cannot tell you. It is simply there. Kiara is telling me something. He is saying this galactic superwave is coming. Magnetic reversal is happening. And all the monkey mind is going. Like that maybe. Simply it is there. Why it is there, not necessary to understand. But what is necessary to understand is just not necessary. That's the only thing that is necessary, to know that it is not necessary. You understand? In this moment you can say, okay, goodbye. Go on vacation. You go climb a tree in the forest. I am happy here. Right.
Is the power of the monkey mind, no, like every illness, is that caused by power of the monkey mind?
You see, like in the Himalayas, all the yogis are sitting in the mountains for many, many centuries, meditating in the cave. The bodies are getting old, bodies are aging. And after that, they're coming down from the mountain, they're going through one process. They are taking some medicine from the forest. They're putting it in the body. They're sitting in the darkness. After some time, body is coming out, fully young again. You see, sickness is there, age is there. It is simply consequence of the life. Life is moving, years are passing, cell exchange is happening, all the nutrients are going inside the shell, all the nutrients are going outside the shell. But if there is an imbalance, then the body is starting to age. See, in our country, there is a system called Ayurveda. All the understanding of the body is there. But when the monkey mind is jumping up and down too fast, the body is saying, stop, stop, stop. I cannot understand what you are saying. Then the body is getting sick. You see, when you are talking with the body is talking back to you. When you are listening to the body, no problem. When you are not listening to the body, the only way the body can talk with you is through sickness. You see, then you are getting sick. You are getting sick because the body is saying, stop, listen to me, do this, I am not happy with this. If you are listening, no problem. Maybe you will still get sick, maybe you will still die in the physical body. You see, the physical body is dying, no problem. Physical body is getting sick, no problem. It will happen to everybody sometime. You see, after some time my master also finished body, gone. He was 375 years old. Some people are saying like that, no birth certificate in that time. You see.
And but you say you listen to your body. It's also like then you know that what kind of foods your body needs. There are a lot of information about some food are good and some food are bad, and water and all kinds of things, all kinds of information. And yeah. What is good for my body? How do you
Recognize it.
How do you understand what is good for the body? Body will
Yeah.
tell you what is good for the body.
Yeah.
If you are listening to the body, no problem. You feel, okay, this is good. I see that cherry. It is singing to me. So I will eat the cherry.
Okay. Although you know it's probably not biological and all kinds of, I know.
I don't know in this country how it is going. Sometimes people are putting the pesticide on the food. Like that. Maybe.
This is also how you think about it.
How you're
Then
thinking about it is
damage,
most
maybe.
important, you see. Mostly it is not what you put inside the body. It is what you're taking outside your body that is important. Not what you put inside the mouth, what is coming out of the mouth. You're all the time if you're saying, oh, this is good, this is bad, this is not good, this is not bad, then all that separation, duality is creating the problem. Your mind is creating, the monkey mind is creating the problem. You see, then the struggle is happening, then the body is struggling with the mind is struggling with outside reality. You're trying to control everything, finished. Age is happening, sickness is happening, you see. Otherwise, what you're putting inside the mouth, the body will take it and transform it. You see, everything is vibration. You put the vibration in your body, the body is transforming the vibration, everything is okay. Maybe sometimes you don't even need to put anything in the body. You can get vibration directly from everything. I am talking with you, I am experiencing good vibration, I am eating that vibration, my body is happy. You see. I am looking at the sun in the morning, it is coming up from the clouds. I am singing to the sun is singing back to me, good vibration, body is happy. You see. When I am feeling grateful for everything, I am celebrating the life, that is good vibration, body is happy. Very simple. You see. Complication is coming from the mind.
What created the monkey mind?
You must answer that question.
I go into the corner and shout.
You go sit in the corner, then the answer will come. Monkey mind is there, it is there. When it is not there, it is not there. Simple. In this moment, monkey is going to sleep. Okay, you say goodbye to monkey, put him to bed, finished. And maybe tomorrow monkey will wake up. No problem. Monkey is not the problem. Even when the mind is going inside, up and down, when you are aware of who you are, when you know that this is the monkey mind, I am not the monkey mind, the monkey goes to sleep. You see. You are simply watching the monkey mind, but you are not identifying with the monkey mind, then you are awake. You see. Very simple.
Just takes a corner.
Like that.
When I refer back to her question, I understand that gratitude is the best medicine. Gratitude.
Gratitude is the best medicine.
Yes.
Gratitude meaning everything in the life. Everything. There is no good thing, no bad thing. No good emotion, bad emotion. No good people, bad people. In this moment, something is happening, someone is doing something to me, gratitude. Because from the consciousness, there is no duality. Everything is a reflection of you. You are there in you and you and you. All the you is me. So how can there be anything bad happening to anybody? It is me and me and me. Self. You see, when I say me, I am talking about self, Atman. Atman is everything, everywhere, all the time. Beyond everything, all the time. No definition. Simply presence. Some people calling it divine presence. Some people calling God. Same thing, doesn't matter what you're calling it. Most of the time people are calling it something and then they're saying, oh, my concept about something is better than your concept about something. I am right, you are wrong, and therefore my reality is better than your reality. Then the monkey mind wakes up. Monkey is waking up. Oh, and jumping up and down. You see. Every time the mind is making comparison, the monkey is waking up. Then mind is making judgment. Oh, that is the monkey. It is happy. Like that.
So free will is the monkey as well.
There is no free will. You think you're experiencing free will, the part of you that is thinking it is free is stuck in the monkey mind. You see, when you're thinking you are existing to have a free will, then you're already creating the separation. And that part of you is thinking it can control the universe, it is lost. Every time you're trying to control anything, you're thinking you have free will and therefore you're going to change something, you're finished. Free will is simply the understanding that everything is happening in perfection. You're grateful for everything because freedom is in recognizing who you are, not in the result, the consequence, the cause and effect. Then you're trapped in the karma. You see, then there is no free will. You see, you're all trapped in the matrix. You understand matrix?
Yeah.
In the matrix, no free will. Your conditioning, your programming is taking over. You see, most of the time you're operating in the matrix. When you're in the freedom of the flow of the life, in the gratitude that everything is in perfection, then you are the self, you're free. In this moment you are free. All the time, everybody is free. But if you're thinking you're in the matrix, you're in the matrix. Even if you're thinking you're free, you see, nothing can take you away from the freedom. Even the mind cannot take you away from the freedom. Even the monkey is subject to the Atma. You see. Once you understand that nothing will bother you, that is the freedom.
Can you tell us a little bit more about angels and guides? A lot of people think that they are guided with non-visible entities like angels and guides. What's your vision about that?
You see, you are making a distinction. What is visible, what is invisible. I am calling the duck. Duck is coming into the room. Duck is seeing all these entities in the room. To the duck, it is visible. If you are waking up the mind, everything is also becoming visible. You see. Angels, you're calling the angels, you're calling them nature, spirit, you're calling them deva, you're calling them guides, some people are calling them ghost, same thing. The universe is full of life on many different dimensions. You see, most of the people are trained in the science, thinking what you cannot see is not there. But they forget that what they're seeing is only a very small slice of universal consciousness and reality. You see, science is starting to understand now. Quantum physics, you see. In quantum physics you're recognizing the only reality is existing because you think it is existing. What you are thinking is there is what is there.
Mhm.
And then you're thinking, oh, I am seeing that angel over there. We're calling it angel. Some people think angel have wings. That is also imagination. It can be anything you want. Maybe you think of angel having wings, it is flying, no problem. You think angel is like coming from the forest, it is like an elf. That is also there. Some people are thinking, oh, I don't believe in angel, I don't believe in fairy. I will see one ball, we call it orb, that is also angel. And people say, oh, this is all nonsense. I am coming from other galaxy. I am saying, oh, E.T. is coming. That is angel. Doesn't matter what you're thinking. Universe is full of all many different kinds of consciousness, many different galaxies, dimensions, realities, all coexisting everywhere. You see. But the thinking mind is filtering everything, making everything small. That is the blind spot. Everything is like that. You're not seeing what's on the other side. Only like this. You're only walking straight line, one direction. Like that.
Is it then also an illusion that angels could help people? Some people say that they feel the help.
If angels are illusion, then the help is an illusion.
Yeah.
See, that is also belief.
Mhm.
Help is coming from everywhere,
Mhm.
all the time.
Mhm.
The only reason the universe is existing is to help. You are helping me, you are an angel. See, people are thinking, oh, I'm in trouble. So, they are thinking, nobody can help me. Only God can help me. You see, that is also creating separation. They're thinking, I cannot trust in the human. Every time human is betraying me, therefore only God. They don't know what God is. But sometimes God is the only one who can help because God is unknown.
Mhm.
As soon as you understand that God is part of you, you are part of God, oh, nobody can help me. Because they're not trusting themselves. So, because they don't know the angel, they're saying, okay, angel can help. Maybe you can help and you become angel. You see. Everything, everybody is an angel. Invisible, visible does not matter. The distinction between visible and invisible is the illusion. You see. That is the construction of the mind.
Mhm.
And what is invisible, can that also have a monkey mind?
You see. There is an invisible part of you also. You are sitting in this chair. There is invisible part of you that's dancing around also. You see. Are you aware of that?
I wasn't. Maybe now. Can I be everywhere? Can I be in the whole universe?
You are the whole universe. You are not in the universe, you are the universe. You understand? You are not this body. The body is composed of many different dimensions, many different realities, all coexisting. But you are not the body. You are simply consciousness existing through all the bodies. You understand? All the bubbles are coming up. You are inside all the bubbles. but you're not the bubble. You see, you're inside the bubble, but you are not the bubble. You are simply conscious.